This is Cody Golden Elk and Kim Ravenhawk at the Star Lodge Healing Center in Lake George, Colorado. And today's date is November 12th, 2015. And we have another channeling from the extraterrestrial star woman, the Pleiadian Ratesh, and my guardian angel, Araya. And these channels are done in the highest and best way. This particular channel was done July the 18th, 2015 at 5:07 a.m. And we're just now getting it out for all you starseeds and light workers and our subscribers today, November 12th, 2015. So the question we ask after we set our space and got a clear connection was, Ratesh and Arya, please tell us about the arrival of Nibiru and what the shadow government and governments are doing, like the U.S. government. What do we need to know now, or to do now, to assist in the light? And Ratesh, the extraterrestrial, the Pleiadian, she answered, dear one, we see that you have built a fire and made your coffee, and set your ring of light with feathers and crystals. Indeed, these physical objects help hold a good frequency for telepathic transmissions. We Pleiadians are monitoring the Earth activities on a number of levels. Also, there are many of the other extraterrestrial races, both of the dark, the service to self, and of the light, the service to other polarities. The triangular large black crafts showing up recently as UFO sightings to the Earth people, many of which are in the United States, are indeed the shadow government's anti-gravity craft, which the U.S. shadow government has been hiding from the people for decades of your Earth time. They are flight testing in real time these crafts as they plan to or may use them if they decide to order a false ET invasion scenario as part of Nibiru's arrival. They, of course, will use this as a pretext or a precursor to martial law. So much is undecided yet as they argue incessantly amongst themselves for what they think is control of your world, the Earth. This concept, however, is laughable to us Pleiadians, as they, the Earth's governments and shadow government apparatus, actually have very little control, as we Pleiadians see it. And now, during this telepathic transmission, Arya, the guardian angel, wishes to speak. But she's ready, and she has a message coming. But as Ratesh continues, as we Pleiadians see it, there are simply too many other planetary, solar, and astrophysical anomalies associated with the arrival of Nibiru to make any kind of plans on their limited scale, since the whole Earth itself may flip upon its axis as a result of the immense and intense gravimetric anomalies associated with Nibiru's passage and arrival. Earthquakes, increased volcanic eruptions, extreme weather anomalies, magnetic field alterations, and pole flippings are all part of such large solar system anomalies. Also, your star, which you call the sun, will indeed respond in odd and unpredictable ways. So this is why, Cody, we have asked you to remain calm, centered, and balanced in and with your higher self, your higher spiritual self, so that we Pleiadians may telepath with you to communicate to you the very best course of action, the best places to be, and the best things to do when the appropriate time comes. Even we Pleiadians and the angels do not know all that will or could transpire. So prepare your Earth survival gear and remain spiritually active and alert. But now, your guardian angel Ariah now wishes to speak, as we are one with her, and with her now. Oh, yes, it is Ariah, your true guardian angel, come to you in your earth form, as you have called. We angels see from another viewpoint, another perspective, of energetic forms likening to light of various colors and frequencies and shades of light and dark. There is a huge spiritual underpinning to the arrival and passage of Nibiru, as this has been done many times before on Earth. Actually, in reality, this is nothing more than just another opportunity, another test of sorting soul frequencies upon the earth. The backdrop, so to speak, of Nibiru's passage will provide the earth humans yet another opportunity to choose between the light, their higher spiritual selves, and the dark, their lower ego selves, during all the calamities and chaos and earth changes which are happening now and will only increase in frequency and severity as the planet Nibiru, the angel of death, as some have called it, nears, then passes the earth. The wormwood prophecy in the biblical revelation heralds such an event. Indeed, many upon the higher spiritual realms of both polarities are watching and feeding, as in the case of the negatively polarized extraterrestrial race, the Draconians. They have, in fact, completed their technological frequency fence, and this is to harness all the negative psychic energy which they believe the Earth's population will produce during the events surrounding Nibiru's passage. This, however, is not a violation of Earth humans' free will choices, but merely a harnessing or harvesting of negative emotional, psychic energy, which Earth humans, by their own free will choices, will undoubtedly make and produce during these chaotic times as their Earth systems fail. So, all is in accordance with divine will and divine plan, as the Draconians, too, have the right of survival of their extraterrestrial race. All is allowed our Son in the kingdom of God. Now, remember that we do need you alive. All of you light workers and star seeds. We need you incarnate into physical earth vehicles or bodies as part of our angelic and your own spiritual missions. So, under the cases of attack by others, you do have karmic and angelic permission to end their lives, if this is done only for self-protection or protection of food and water and supplies, etc., which will be scarce after Nibiru's passage. Then this will be allowed, but never for ego, power, control, gratification motives, as is the case for the service to self, government, and shadow government elites of your world. Soon they will begin spraying operations, the chemtrails, of a different nature, to induce and spread sickness and death. This may well be the so-called unexpected event which we angels have spoken of earlier. Yes, the seventh angel of death poured out its vial upon the earth. Read your scriptures as the original words, you must remember, dear ones, have been altered through time in your current texts. This will be the beginnings of population control to slow the riot as the Earth people begin to wake up to Nibiru's existence and arrival and what it means to their world. So, all you light workers and starseeds, prepare by getting your gas mask and other things to survive these increased spraying or covert chemtrail operations. These will manifest in your country, the United States, as a new, quote, unexplained, unquote, virus or sickness, which will overwhelm and sweep the nation, perpetuating martial law in the earth or shadow government and government vernacular to, quote, help the people. Many of these elderly people will die from this, as certain scenarios require chemicals that have already been genetically altered in virus form to attack specific age gender groups. So prepare, wait for, and follow our guidance, your own spiritual guidance. Kim Ravenhawk is right and correct. For many will not even make it out of their cities. Now, a rest for you, my son. And so we ended this channel here at 5:43 a.m. Mountain Time. And then after a brief rest, because telepathing and channeling it requires a lot of high-level stuff, and we get headaches and everything. But at any rate, we came back later to the channel, okay? And this was at 5:50 a.m. And it begins, Ah, yes, my love, both Ratesh and Aurea wish to speak, as there is so very much to impart or say to you and Earth's people. We have many other channels as well at this time, other people upon the earth who speak for us. But value your service to us, Pleiadians, and the light as well. And Aurea came in with a channel, and she said, yes, thank you, Sister Ratesh. But as we angels were saying, this is a time to be and hold the light. For this, as well as teaching, is why many of you light workers and starseeds have come together now. Although many will not listen, ignore them, and let their souls be sorted to the frequency levels that their free will choices dictate. For know that the universal spiritual laws of karma will put them all into their places, even with or without their knowledge or understanding. The earth is just a classroom in the third dimension, and Nibiru is only a teacher. So learn your own spiritual lessons at this time, during this process of Nibiru's passing. Clear all your old karma, all of you, and don't accrue any new karma, for this will allow you, light workers and starseeds, and others, to be the way showers or teachers to herald in the new age of light, the 1,000 years of peace, which has already been prophesied. So continue your work. Set up the video and audio systems to post our messages out into your earth world. For those who will need to, will find our messages. Be the light. Stand in the light. And do not fall prey to your lower earth human ego selves, which, by the way, as some of you probably know, are very strong. Remain faithful to the light, always knowing that you are never alone. that we, the angels, and the Pleiadian emissaries of light are always with you. And when you pass from your physical earth-human body forms, you will once again shed these prisons for the soul off and remember who you truly are, the spiritual beings of light who have now come to earth to assist in these times. So now we see you are tired, and much more will come. We love you. Aria ended at 5:58 a.m. Mountain Time. So, this is another channeling. We have many, many more. And all of you out there, remember to not be fearful. Just be prepared. Be ready. Stand in the light. You're strong. And listen to your own inner guidance. This is Cody Golden Elk and Kim Ravenhawk at the Star Lodge Healing Center in Lake George, Colorado, November 12th, 2015. May the light and the love of God flow through you.